about being here. It's about doing what matters.
I think it's a good
call
not to transfer. Like, if I were in your situation, unless you're going to transfer to even higher level of a more prestigious school.
Are you saying not to transfer?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't. I could have transferred from here to like UNCG or UNCW. And there's nothing against those programs, but the degree is not. That's just I can't demote the degree. I mean, that was one thing I told my parents was that I thank Coach Fox, and I thanked him in my meeting that he got me into school here, and that I mean I can't thank him enough for getting me an education. And that's why I went
to play would have to be a lot greater.
What?
I think your desire just to play. I mean, if you just
right.
And
that's why when the opportunity to potentially transfer to Duke came up, I was like, then I'll look into it because that's a good degree too. And I mean, if NC State, that could have worked out. That's a good degree too, but
could have gone to Duke. What about Duke?
Leading off of the
that's what I'm saying. I would have gone to Duke, but they didn't give me enough money. It's too expensive. If Duke could have come up with 60 or 70% scholarship, I would have definitely won. But as y'all are looking at the cap size, the amount of scholarship you can give somebody and the over-recruiting, I mean, Duke's got 16 people coming in next year. And all 16, they'll probably have one or two maybe get drafted. So they would have offered me a spot, but it probably wouldn't have been more than 20 or 30%, or 30% scholarship, 33% scholarship, whatever it is. And that just wouldn't be enough because it's $40,000 for the school.
Catcher number 5, Jacob Stallings.
Do you ever look back and think, I should have gone to a different school, or I should have, played for this coach instead of Coach Fox?
I do think about that some, but I mean, I enjoy being here. And I enjoy the friends I've made. And I enjoy what I'm doing now, but I mean, I miss baseball, and I kind of wish I would have played somewhere else. But if this would have happened somewhere else, if I would have gotten hurt somewhere else, I probably would have been in the same boat I am here.
But going from, like, say, being a recruit, being a prospect, from the high school perspective,
right,
and then the other side, as an athlete here, when you were here, did your perception of Coach Fox change?
Well, I mean, that.
Did he kind of deceive you in a sense with scholarship offers and promises?
Every coach is going to do that. That's going to happen. Every coach in the NCAA is going to talk one way and then somewhat act another way. I mean, I'm sure with the coaches that heads up.
That's coming right at us. They would have taken out the camera. What if that had shattered that camera? That's $10,000 out of your pocket, my pocket. I checked it out.
No, but I mean, and that's just because every coach is gonna do that. That's not on purpose. Coach Fox wouldn't do that on purpose. I mean, yes, did he say some stuff and deceive me in some ways? Yes, but he does that to everybody. I mean, that's the way all coaches are gonna be. They want you to come to their school and play baseball for them.
I think that goes for all sports. It goes for any sport.
Right.
They try to sell you.
Yep. It goes for any sport. At what? Deceiving you?
Selling school,
No, the coaches here are very, very good at selling baseball. But the program speaks for itself. I mean, you don't go to the College World Series 3 years in a row and probably 4 years in a row this year just because the coaches are good at selling the school. I mean, you have a great basketball team, you have a great education, but I mean, you got to have players and you got to have a good team to make it to the College World Series 3 years in a row. So, I mean, every coach is going to try and make their school look the best, but when it comes down to the end result, most people are going to choose based on, one, the atmosphere, but mainly the program.
Could you talk a bit more about the school itself? I know you mentioned the degree was important if it came from Carolina.
Right.
You mentioned the other parts, maybe.
Matt Cox, see.
Did he see me? I don't really care. I mean, the main reason I stayed here was the guys I'm living with, for sure. That's one of the biggest things. And then, I mean, it's great to have a basketball team that's one of the best in the country, if not the best program ever in the history of NCAA. And just the people here and the campus and the academics. I mean, just all around, you can't beat Carolina. I mean, you can't beat, when you add it all up, you can't beat it. And there's really not anywhere any better. So, and that was a huge decision factor that I made in how much I decided I wanted to stay here, was not only school, but friends and families close by. I mean, that's a huge part of it for me too, was that my house is only 15 minutes from Chapel Hill, and I didn't want to move too far away from home. So,
You think over recruiting?
yes, that's the
Right
the
fielder,
number one reason I
32,
stayed here,
Alex Hassett.
was to get my degree from North Carolina, because you can't beat that. There's not many places you can get a better degree from, and without baseball, I would have never gotten into school here. So from that aspect, that was the number one reason that I decided not to transfer to play. And at that point in time, I thought that baseball wasn't what I wanted to do, but now I'm kind of changing my mind about that a little bit, but I definitely still want to get my degree from you. So that was huge.
One of my favorite atmospheres.
It's pretty cool.
Any ballpark under the light is always
Do what?
just awesome.
Yeah.
I really don't enjoy going to games in the middle of the day, midday games. It's so much different. Like, but I don't even enjoy going to like midday games.
Oh no.
This is different.
Yeah. This is ACC tournament is so much better.
Yeah.
Because there's something on the line.
It feels like a completely different game when you're under the lights.
Yeah.
Leading off for the Tar Heels, Ian the
So
It just happens all the time.
yeah.
I feel like they should do something about that. I mean, like the NCAA, something just to prevent coaches from doing.
I
I guess you have to.
There's nothing you can do to prevent. I mean, the rules they just put in for baseball makes it even worse. He's so good.